Hello and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a week ahead reading for Monday 28th October until Sunday the 3rd of November, and I am continuing to use one of my favourite decks for Scorpio season, and it's Insomnia Tarot. So I'm so pleased that you can join me here for this weekly reading. Yes, what we've got coming up, we have got Samhain, Halloween, however you celebrate it. Many blessings to you. I hope you're all prepared for that in whatever you do. I know I certainly am, and I'm looking forward to it. That is the Witch's New Year. So I celebrate that with much gusto. So let's have a wee look and see what the energies are for this week coming up. Okay. So, what have you got planned for Halloween? Are you going to parties? What's happening? Let me know in the comments, because I love interacting with you. It's so cool. Okay, let's see. Right. Okay, what we've got going on here. Okay. The energy we've got at the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Okay, so I'm just wondering if this is a week going towards something or letting go of something. There will be a lot of speaking of endings this week, just simply because of the time of year it is. Certainly in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. But you know, it's, regardless of where you are in the world and where you're watching this from, there is a change of season. We are in that time, whether you're going to the darker half of the year or the lighter half of the year, again depending on what hemisphere. There you go, that was difficult there. So the cards that we've got this week are the Four of Wands, the World, and the Four of Swords. So really, what are these cards speaking of, right? There's obviously a time to come together with your friends, your family, etc. With the Four of Wands showing up, a time of celebration. Even if you don't follow a particularly don't follow the path of the craft or a pagan lifestyle, if you're got some other belief system, there is still an opportunity here for you to go out and have some fun, to connect with people. It doesn't have to be like Halloween in the secular sense. It can be that where you're just dressing up, or you're going to maybe like your kids or something have got parties to go to, just general celebrations. So it's a lovely time to celebrate and spend time with good friends, etc. The World here, it speaks very much of a culmination of cycles, really, and it is the time of it's that transition period. There is, nature's showing us that change in itself, whether that be, the endings of, it can be the endings of summer, it can be getting into the darker times, and it's also calling you, I feel, to consider what is ending in your life. What is coming to an end. And again, because it's the World card, it's ruled by Saturn. So what is, and it can be something literally in your world, in your own sphere of existence, that something is coming to an end. It could be something that is it's been particularly difficult. It's been like a phrase that I was using with a friend the other week there. It was really like, when there's a hard Saturn transit, or when there's like a lot of Saturn energy, it can feel at times like you're walking through treacle. Again, my food analogy, but you know what I mean. It can be really difficult for people to express themselves. And especially as well, you know, because we have got Pluto. Pluto's sitting in that anaretic degree of Capricorn, and it's getting ready to move into Aquarius permanently for the next 20 odd years, you know, and it's coming to the end, and in our lifetime we will never experience Pluto in Capricorn again. So for all my Capricorns watching, or my Capricorn ascendants, it is finally moving. Pluto is finally moving out of that heavy energy, and if you felt like you get a bit of kind of relief for certain pockets of time over the last couple of years, there's maybe been a few months at a time where life hasn't felt so difficult. So that is probably when Pluto has been in Aquarius, because that energy is incredibly different. So fingers crossed that things will start to ease up. What have we got at the end? We have got the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is traditionally a card of resting. You can see there. It's a card where we sometimes it does like speak of a permanent rest. You know, that kind of a rest and peace energy. And some of you, you know, might be this week, you could actually be going somewhere, you know, where you're saying goodbye to a person. Some people could even be going to a funeral, etc. And having that opportunity to celebrate someone's life. Me personally, I try as best I can to see funerals as an opportunity to celebrate the life of the person. Of course, we don't want the person to have passed away, but to try and see it with that perspective, even though it is incredibly difficult. So if you're one of the people that's going through that, my deepest condolences. And yeah, just a wee virtual hug for me to you. It also speaks of taking a rest from the thoughts that are going in our head, you know, and it could be there's a celebration going on, even an internal celebration, because you're coming to the end and you're making a decision to rest up from maybe continuous thoughts you've been having, or maybe a particular mindset that you have been experiencing. You know, that's coming to an end. You've done some work. You know, you've done the work that Saturn declares that we must do in order to get the best out of life. An interesting week all round. Hold in there, hang on in there, you'll be fine, you can do this, and I will see you next week. Okay, remember, if you want to book a personal reading with me, all the details will be in the description box below. Okay, take care, bye bye.